Thank you so much, Devonne Washington, for joining us for this conversation and looking so vibrant and beautiful, like bringing that female energy into the space. I love that. I love the tea that you're having, and I'm envious. Girl, telling you seriously, I should have my cup ready here with me. Cheers. So I want to begin with our signature question by asking you, what does the word bloom mean to you in your personal and professional life?
Well, personal blooming is coming from, growing up from being a teenager to a young adult, to an actual adult that has responsibilities. Bloom on a business side is just learning more things about your business. Blooming, there's no A, B, and C way to actually start your business or, on which direction which to go. Sometimes you got to come back to C, sometimes you got to go straight back to A. So, Bloom is just growing and learning and adapting and accepting and learning how to be a follower when it's your time and learning how to be a leader and step up and be that leader role.
Such wisdom. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy that I have structured my podcast in a way that I ask my guests this question. And that really makes me like wonder and awe how much wisdom we all have, right? And our
Yes.
interpretation of this one word. Because so far, I think I have recorded more than 40 podcast episodes. And every single time I ask this question, I am amazed by the answer, and look at you, like the answer that you gave me is inspiring, is full of wisdom, and I can't wait to have further conversation with you where we get more knowledge and more wisdom out of you. So my actual first question
I
is,
give it. I give it. It's something free. I give it. I give my knowledge. That's what I'm here for.
thank you so much. And you know what, building on that point, I believe very strongly that this is our responsibility as human beings. We all the time we receive all this knowledge, experience, and wisdom from our community, our society, this world is absolutely our the biggest responsibility, I would say, to give it back or pass it on, or pass it forward to people who are coming behind us, right? They may be
All
step or,
right.
or two behind us on that path, but if we decide to become the way shower, the carrier of the light, I think we have done our job.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you. So, from the audience perspective, I would want to know, for our audience, what will they take away from this conversation and how this will change their life?
Mm. Well, this conversation, I hope that I at least touch each and every person. If they don't remember anything about me, they will remember that they learned something from me. That is the main important thing for me. You have to learn how to love another because it actually starts within.
Wow. Love one another because it has to start with you. Love yourself first, and then, replicate, love everyone and everything around you, because I want to put my personal perspective to it, that every single thing and every single human comes from the same
Yes.
source, right? We are all
Yes.
energy beings, and we are in these different bodies, the different forms, because of the different vibrations that we emit, but we are all connected, and our essence is love. We are love. That's our true nature. And once we recognize and connect or reconnect with that nature, that's when the magic happens. That's when we make this world heaven, heaven on earth.
Yes. And people feel your energy.
Yeah.
When you love yourself,
Yes.
people want to come to you for advice. People
Exactly.
want to come to you for answers.
Yes.
People want to come to you for comfort. So that's what I mean by if you don't know anything from me at all, I am by that.
Wonderful. Now, tell me your journey of, love, loving, discovering love, and rediscovering your true nature.
Ooh, well, I just let me go backwards for you. I just discovered my true meaning of life that God has given me. I'm going to say within like 5, 6 years ago. Um, Prior to that, I wasn't living that path that he wanted me to, and I was going through turmoil. I was going through all type of things, and I was like, why this is not working the way it's supposed to. But I noticed when I started going down the path that he wanted me to go on, like with my snatch curves with my business, um that's when sorry that's when I really started to like grow. I didn't have no point of path where I was going to go prior to that. That's when I started seeing true happiness and true love. I thought I knew what love was before, just like when we're kids, we think we're young. Oh, I love him. Oh, she loves me. We think that that's love, but that's not love at all. That's lusty, of course. But when you get older as an adult, you learn what love is and you feel it differently in your heart. So those are the stages of growth that I've been through, the pathways.
Beautiful. And how that love translated into your work in your business.
Passion,
Hmm.
passion. If you want your business to be successful, you have to want it as much as you want to breathe. You love to breathe. You love to breathe, right?
Yeah.
You love to breathe. Without breathing, you will not what? Survive.
Mm.
So I think of my business the same way. I breathe and love and cherish my business like it's me.
So you run your business with passion every day. You start your work with passion because, you know, that's how you translate your personal love into your business, into your passion. And
Yes.
what does it look like?
Oh, when I tell you it's vibrant, all vibrant colors, can't you tell? But it's great. I have a lot more products. For example, growth. When I first started my business, I just wanted to sell waist beads. Back in time, before they had scales and things like that, back in the African descent, what they would do is put waist beads on their young ladies to
Okay.
see when they started their menstrual cycle or when their body was changing, or if they were even gaining weight coming from being a little girl to a young lady.
Oh.
When you're also pregnant back in the day in the African descent, that they would put it around pregnant women. And then when it was time for them to deliver or their baby was dropping, they would be able to see those beads shift. Another reason too why women wear it nowadays is for body jewelry. It looks very sexy. It looks very, sophisticated. It's how you wear it. It just brings that glow queen vibe to
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Uh, so it helps you not have to step on the scale
Mm.
every day. And then plus when you start seeing them drop on your body, you start feeling sexy and you start feeling beautiful and confident and loving yourself more.
All right. Wow. Thank you
So
so much for the background.
so that I just started off with waist beads. That's all I wanted to do. And then through meditation and to figuring out what do I want to do next with my business, that's when Snatch Curves started all these other great products that I have plus more. So it's it's went beyond.
Beautiful.
And
And you are solopreneur or you have partners in your business. How did you start? How did your journey was like?
well, I'm by myself, solo bolo. Um, to be honest with you, you know what I did? I just started working overtime at my job. I never
Mm.
got a bank loan. I never got a grant. I never got any of that, believe it or not, because I feel like if I can work 80 hours for um, somebody that's making probably millions off of me,
Yes.
I can work 20 hours of overtime and save that money so I can better myself. Even if it might be an extra $200 or $300, that's $300 of product that I can buy to be able to better my business. Everything is not going to come overnight as far as, getting your logo, getting your slogan, getting all these things situated. It doesn't happen overnight. And I'm
Oh, yeah.
still getting stuff together. So just work hard at the hard work that you're doing now at your job, your 9 to 5. Don't quit your job today,
Yeah.
but just work that overtime and bust it and do whatever you have to do to have that extra money. And you could start a business with $300-400 and go from there.
Absolutely. What an excellent advice. Yes. Have a vision for yourself, right?
Yes,
But don't have the vision for working for someone else for the rest of your life. Your vision is working for yourself, being your own boss, having the freedom of time and the liberty to decide for yourself what you want to do, what time of the day, how you want to spend that time, who are your priorities, what are your priorities, right? So that's the
time is
vision
valuable.
we are talking about.
Yes, time is valuable.
Yes.
If you're sitting and strolling on your phone, you think, oh, I'm gonna stroll for 5 minutes, and you stroll for 30 minutes.
Mm.
That 30 minutes, you could have been looking up your EIN, how to get your EIN.
Yes.
You could have been possibly looking up how to do a business plan. You could have been looking up how to get your domain, how to get your website started. These are the things that if you take 15 minutes out of your day every day to look up something new or read something new, your mind will go to a different reality, and then you'll start thinking different because you're wiring your brain differently.
And now I want you to please elaborate what are the steps, what are these even terminologies that you used, EIN or business plan and everything else?
Okay. Well, like I said earlier, is no A, B, or C way to really start a business. For example, when I wanted to start my business, what I went to, the first thing I did was, I'm a hyper thinker.
Mm.
Okay. I didn't know the right path to go. So I went to the, what you call it, the state office that we have here in Texas. And I walked in there. I said, look,
Look.
I need, I want to start a business.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a name in mind. What do I need to do to be able to get this concrete? And they were like, you need DBA. I said, okay, what I need to do to get a DBA, fill out this application. You might not have all the terminology that you need to go forth to these certain buildings and to these certain places. It's okay. It's okay because you have to start from somewhere.
Yes.
Don't think that you have to go in with all the business technology talk, and you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
So, first step, what I did, I got my DBA. After I got my DBA, I went to a family friend that does LLCs for
Mm.
businesses.
Okay.
He took care of my LLC and he took care of my trademark for me, all in one walk. So after he did that and I started getting mail in, I started thinking, oh, this is serious.
Mm.
After seeing, I feel like when you put your name on something and it's a
Yes.
contract or any type of paperwork, it makes it more heartfelt and it makes it more concrete and it makes it more serious. So by seeing the name that I created on a piece of paper made me want to push more. So after I seen that I got my DBA, my trademark done, then it was to me finding a vendor. I want to see what my ideas have. What do I want to do? What do I know? I want to help women. My main motivation was I want to help women. Period. I want to help women like me that have children that might possibly be a single mother. I want to be able to help them get that confidence back because I had a C-section. My son was almost 10 pounds when I had him. So
Healthy
yeah,
baby.
he's tall now, but by me having a C-section, we have, you know, so I was like, how can I motivate somebody else to motivate myself? That
Mm.
might sound that might sound selfish in a way,
Yeah, but that's your
but
motivation.
accountability partner.
Mm.
Accountability partner. And then I was like, okay, now I want to sell waist beads. I started selling waist beads. I'm like, but that's not a signature me. I started saying, I'm missing something. Something is missing from me. What is it? Let me find what it is. So I went on Crowd Brand. It's a
Okay.
website.
Okay.
Okay. That was my next step. I was like, something dealing with curves because I know I'm not perfect, but I know that I'm perfect to me. So let me find something with curves. And I was like, snatch curves. I swear it came like an epiphany. I
Mm.
swear it came like an epiphany. So I started on Crowd Brand, snatch curves. Started looking at the logo. Started looking at the logos, and I found this off S. It's not perfect, but
Beautiful.
it describes every woman in this world. We
Mm.
don't have a perfect body. We might have a perfect top. We
Yes.
might not have a perfect bottom. We might have a perfect bottom, but not that perfect top. Whichever way it goes, let us love our snatched curves.
Yes.
And then when I found it, I was like, you know what? It's mine. And I bought it and I started seeing it more grow. That
Mm.
was my next step. I was like, okay, so now let me look at vendors. I'm not gonna lie, I did the same thing like a lot of e-commerce sellers do. You go to Alibaba, AliExpress, you start looking at Global Source, you start looking at B2B, um, all these vendors. But what you do is you send them your logo.
Mm.
Okay. After you send them your logo, whatever product you want, they give you a digital mock up
Okay.
of that item, of your logo on their item that you want to sell, that you're interested in.
Okay.
At that point, I'm not even gonna lie. When I started seeing my logo and my slogan on these things that they were sending me back saying, we could do it for this amount, we could put yours on this item, we could send you 50, we could send you 100, we could send you 1,000, we could send you. That's when I knew this is what I want to do,
Ooh.
because you just, it's endless. And then when you start seeing what you created on things and you get with them and you start telling them, hey, I want double stitching, hey, I want it personalized for your business,
Mm.
that's when you start feeling that urge of not being able to sleep because you want
Yes.
more. You
Yes.
want more, and your ideas are just flurrying. At that point, it was it was like, okay, I'm missing some steps, but
Okay.
I was like, next, okay, I know what I want now. I know that I want to sell waist trainers. I know I want to sell sauna tights. I know that I want to sell at least the sauna snatch wraps underneath, and the detox tea, and the slimming gel. I know for sure concrete I want to sell these things. So let's start doing videos.
Oh.
So that's when I started doing videos, and believe it or not, I'm actually afraid to be in front of the camera.
Like all of us.
believe believe it or not, I'm being honest with you. And who helped me with that? I'm going to tell you her name.
Yeah.
And it's my partner, Chanel. She is the one that was like, you know what, you're not going to be scared to be in front of the camera no
Yeah.
more. And she started recording me and doing TikToks with me on her TikTok, and I started getting comfortable.
Mm.
And that boosted my self-esteem to be able to do more content videos. And when I started doing content video, I started getting sales.
Mm.
And I started, you know what? I need to start getting my business plan. I remember I missed that whole step of my business plan because now I'm being seen more. People are going to reach out to me.
Yes.
People are
Now
going
you
to
want
want
to
to
go
work.
back.
Right. They're like people like, great women like you, queens like you, they're going to want to work with me later on in life.
Yes.
So from a business perspective, I need you to have a business plan.
Mm.
I need you to have some type of objective. I
Yes.
need you to have an overview. I need you to have some type of margin, how much you make and how much. I need you to have something together, Queen.
Mm.
If you want to take the next step, what are you doing to take the next step? If I'm just blindly making sales, yeah, I'm making money.
Yeah.
But if I don't have a business plan, a margin, and what I'm dishing out every month or every quarter, how am I going to know if what I'm doing, what I really love to do, is successful or not?
Mm.
So you have to make sure that what you're doing is profitable.
Yeah.
You have to make sure you show passion in it. You have to make sure that you are 10 toes down, regardless if you get told no. You're going to get 5 yeses and that one no. But
Mm.
that doesn't mean shut down when you get that no. That
Yes.
means, okay, they said no to this. What is it with this product? What is it with this product? Why they said no to it?
Yeah.
Let me try to analyze it and let me try to upgrade it. Because
And
if that
ask
one person
questions.
said it,
Yes.
they might have another person that be like, you know what? You might need to do this, you might need to do that. But don't follow what everybody tells you. Advice.
Mm.
That's the bad thing with business. A lot of people follow a lot of people's advice.
Yes.
Don't follow everybody's advice. Follow
Mm.
the advice that you feel in your heart is right for you.
So true.
They can give you ideas.
Yes.
Write it down. You might be able to add to that idea, but don't do that.
Yeah, because you know your journey, right? You know what your vision is. You understand how much resources you have. So it has to be coming from you. The decision has to be yours. You can go and get knowledgeable by, talking to other people, asking questions. As you said, if somebody rejects your product, no worries, ask questions. Okay, how can I improve that product, right? For you to do business with me, and then come back and analyze it yourself, what the other person told you. Is it does it align with your vision and your
Right.
product, your brand and everything? So this is so powerful. My gosh, Devonne, I love this. I love this. You make it seem like very simple, like step by step, but that's exactly how it is, right? You take one step at a time, and the next step you will figure it out when you get there. You don't have to already
Yeah.
map out the entire journey. That's impossible. If some gurus or people out there, they are trying to sell you that idea like, oh, you have to have the entire journey mapped out, they're absolutely wrong, because nobody can really tell you in advance what your journey will look like. It evolves. It evolves as you go on that journey, and you are in that journey. So I love how
Yeah.
realistic and raw and honest you are with your journey that you're sharing with everyone to inspire them. Like, go get your dream, chase your dream, live with passion, and listen to yourself. Don't give up on your
Yeah.
dream. You might be working 9 to 5 right now, but have a goal that one day you will build your own legacy, and that's how you will be recognized, and that's what your identity would be. So, Devon, what would you say to our viewers if there's one advice you want to, everyone leave from this conversation with?
Stay consistent. Don't let the bad thoughts and the bad things that people say hold you down. Always be above that. Always listen to motivational things if you're not motivated yourself. Always tell yourself, write affirmations down. I actually have affirmations on my window in my bathroom. So just stay positive and keep going forward. One foot in front of the other, you'll be okay.
Yes, thank you so much. And I just got an idea. I should have affirmations on my window too. I never thought about that.
Yes. So what I do is I have these little papers cut out, right?
Mm.
And I put it in my bathroom drawer. I allow my son to come in there, and I have different pens in different colors, different markers. And every day I tell him, grab a paper and write something you want to accomplish, or write something that makes you feel great. And I have some tape on the side, just like the little regular
Yeah.
tape, no scotch
Right.
tape. But he writes it down and he puts it on the glass.
Wow.
And every day I look and I have to notice if he wrote something different. And if he
Mm.
wrote something different, I see something new, I acknowledge him and let him know that, hey, I seen that. Okay, I see you want to be a better baseball player tomorrow. You want to catch an extra ball today than what you did yesterday. Okay. And I'll, go like this, or I give him a high five.
What a beautiful exercise, and how lovingly you are building that relationship with your son. That will go a long, long way. So it's like it's a multi-purpose exercise, right?
Yes.
He's focusing on his goals, he's writing them down, it's becoming more real to him, and then you two are having conversations about his goals. And that is like another layer of coming close and having that closeness of in that relationship, right? Excellent. My gosh, you are excellent in every single way, as an entrepreneur,
I
as a
want to show
mother.
you I want to show you something. Have you heard of this
Atomic
before?
Habits. Oh my God, yes. I get the newsletter from the guy every week.
This this book right here,
James Clear. Yes. Every Thursday.
this book right here has helped me grow.
Oh,
A lot of things that I've said today have came from this book.
thank you, James. Shout out to
Yes.
you.
Yes. It helps me because like he mentions in the contract in the book that if you put your name on a contract, it makes it more realistic, right?
Yes.
Remember I told you at first I went to go get my DBA?
Yeah.
Because I seen my name. It wasn't a contract, but I seen my name in ink, so it made it
Yes.
serious.
Yes. Powerful. Powerful.
Yes.
So everyone listening out there, please, I hope you got a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, and simple steps that you can take to take your journey, to the next level. And wherever you are in your journey, whether you already are a seasoned entrepreneur, again, this is a good reminder of your own journey, how you started, and every journey is more or less the same. When you are starting a new business, and you have entered this uncharted territory for yourself. And for those who are beginning or even thinking to begin their journey of entrepreneurship and becoming your own brand, and claiming the power, the freedom, the time that you want, and how you see your life, I commend you all, and I encourage you to take that next step. It might look scary in the beginning, but if you are persistent and you have that goal in front of you, and you wake up every single day and you build that into your daily habits and routine, just as Devonne said, 15 minutes a day, go, instead of just scrolling mindlessly on your social media, go learn something about the business, like just one step, 15 minutes. You can Google what does the DBA mean. So just go out there, and now, thanks to the technology, and thanks to the honest teachers who are on a real journey like Devonne, who are sharing their knowledge, who are sharing their honest journey with all of us to learn and to grow from. Take advantage, take benefit of all these resources, and create something wonderful that you will be so proud of later in your life. And for your children as well, you will be that example, that role model they look up to, and they see, okay, despite all the challenges, despite all the hardships, my mom or my dad or my older sibling, they did that, and I can do that too, because we teach them by example. So I hope you enjoyed this conversation with my wonderful sister, Devonne Washington, and you take away a lot from this and start your own journey, and give us the credit, right? If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, do subscribe it. Give us a thumbs up for this video, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you, Devonne. And I will see you in the next episode. Until then, chase your dreams and live with passion.